back to the SUPES channel. My name is Matthew Ramos, and on this channel I'm to entertain, inform, and inspire using the topic of discussion as always, which is superheroes! Guys, here we are today. I listened to the feedback, I read the comments on my Hello 2021 video, and I saw a ton of you guys putting it down below in the comment section when I asked you guys, what do you want to see from me in 2021? And a ton of you guys were saying, SUPES, make some anticipated videos, make some lists, make some rankings. So today, I'm going to be ranking my most anticipated Marvel and DC movies coming out in 2021. My most anticipated superhero movies in 2021. Today, we're going to rank them all down below, starting from least hype to most hype. And I'm super excited to break down every single movie, and I want to make it very clear, I'm hyped for all of these movies, but there's some movies that I'm more hyped for than others. So I'm going to break down all of them today in today's video, but make sure to hit that bell notification on my channel to get notified when these videos go up. Now, without further ado, let's rank my most anticipated superhero movies in 2021. So in 2021, there are 9 superhero movies coming out in general. 9 superhero movies. Let's go. Alright, but there's 9 superhero movies coming out in general with both Marvel and DC. Now, starting at the bottom of the list, the superhero movie I am least hyped for, but I'm still hyped for, is Black Widow. The reason this movie falls at the bottom of my list is because we've seen so much footage from it, and you know, a lot of my hype for this movie has been kind of it's kind of dissipated due to like the whole pandemic, because we've been literally seeing footage and waiting for this movie for so long that at this point there's nothing they could show that could really get me hype. I just want to see this movie already. I'm super excited to see Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson, get her own MCU solo film. But because our hype has been dragged out for so long, it's kind of dissipated. So that's why Black Widow falls at the bottom of my list. I'm still super hyped for Black Widow, but I'm more hyped for other movies such as Morbius, which is the next film on the list. You know, Morbius was another movie where we got the first trailer for it, but then due to the pandemic, it got delayed over into 2021, and now it's coming out March 2021, and that first trailer for Morbius sent us all spiraling. I mean, we all expected a pretty damn good trailer with Jared Leto in the lead role for this Morbius movie, but at the end of this trailer, where it featured Michael Keaton's Vulture, and now with everything we're hearing about Spider-Man 3 and the involvement of all of these crazy villains, if the rumors turn out to be true, Morbius is certainly going to tie into all of that. And that's why I'm super excited to see Morbius. That first trailer was amazing. I'm excited to see what this movie has to offer, and we all know how much of a talented actor Jared Leto is. Now I know a ton of you guys only know him from his performance as Joker in the Suicide Squad movie, but I can tell you right now, Jared Leto is an Academy Award winning actor. He is an insanely good actor. I'm super excited to see him in the Snyder Cut, which we'll talk about later on. But over here we have Jared Leto coming to play Morbius, and I'm super excited for it. So that's coming in at number 8 on my list. Coming in at number 7, we have ShangChi. I know we haven't seen anything about ShangChi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, but my hype for this film comes based off of my knowledge of this character. For those of you who don't know ShangChi, he is a master mixed martial artist. He's the best hand-to-hand combatant. He's the best fighter in the Marvel universe. And you know, with just everything we've been hearing about this movie in terms of just like the villains and how they're going to focus heavy on the combat, how there's going to be like a tournament style fight. If all of these different rumors turn out to be true, I'm just so excited to see this freaking movie, man, because I'm a sucker for those like MMA, you know, boxing, fighting movies, and then you're combining that with superheroes, and it's going to make for the most perfect mix, because we've all seen Marvel's action in the past. Marvel action in Captain America the Winter Soldier, in this upcoming Black Widow movie, the action looks insane. So now looking forward to ShangChi, who's the best fighter in the MCU. They're literally going to take the action and just amp it up like never before. So that's why I'm so excited to see ShangChi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Coming in at number 6, we have James Gunn's The Suicide Squad. You guys know I'm a sucker for Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn, and the fact that we're seeing her once again, just sign me up. And then you have James Gunn, the director of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. We all know what a freaking master this guy is at making movies. Now he's literally doing what he did with the Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. He's doing it with the Suicide Squad. Sign me up. I'm super excited to see the Suicide Squad, even though we haven't seen anything from this movie. We haven't even seen a trailer, which is kind of worrisome considering the fact that this movie comes out in 6 months. But regardless, we're getting a trailer soon for this movie. I'm super excited. The cast is insane. We got Margot Robbie, Viola Davis, John Cena, Idris Elba. Pete Davidson, all of these different crazy actors, and I'm super excited to see what they all bring to the table. We all know that this movie is going to be hilarious. It's confirmed to be rated R, which means that they aren't holding back in terms of the gore and the action. And when you give James Gunn the freedom to take a team like the Suicide Squad and just go fully bonkers, let it be rated R, no one cares, no restrictions. I'm excited to see what James Gunn does with full control over this Suicide Squad property, and that's why I'm super excited for the Suicide Squad. Well, coming in at number 5 on the list, we have Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. I wasn't a big fan of the first Venom movie. I don't think it was a good movie, but it was extremely enjoyable. It was a fun experience, kind of like the first Suicide Squad movie. It was a bad movie on paper, but was it a fun movie experience? Yes. So now looking forward into Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. This is like almost the end game of the Venom movies, and the fact that Venom is going to be facing off against one of his greatest foes, Carnage. And you have two star-studded actors like Tom Hardy and Woody Harrelson going head-to-head as both Venom and Carnage. I'm super excited for it, but one of the main reasons that I'm really excited for this film is because of Andy Serkis. Andy Serkis is also playing Alfred in the Robert Pattinson Batman movies, but he is also directing this film, and he's a master director. I cannot wait to see what he pulls off when we both see Venom and Carnage go head-to-head in Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. Now, coming in at number 4, we have a film that has been just asked for by so many different fans. Fans have literally cried over this movie. You guys have seen my reaction to the announcement of this movie even coming out over here on the SUPES channel. And this is, of course, the Snyder Cut. The truest version of Justice League. The reason this movie isn't higher on my list, because you guys know Superman is my favorite freaking superhero, and the fact that we're seeing more of Henry Cavill's Superman is something I'm so freaking excited for. But the reason this movie isn't higher on my list is because of the first Justice League movie. If this Snyder Cut movie would have been the original version of Justice League that came out, then, oh my gosh, everything would be different. But the fact that we saw that first Justice League movie kind of poisoned the water, and now we're all super excited for the Snyder Cut, but coming off of that first Justice League movie, it's not looking too pretty. So going into the Snyder Cut, we have full faith in Zack Snyder, and we have full faith in him pulling off a pretty damn good movie and a pretty damn good vision of what Justice League should have been. So I'm super excited to see characters like Darkseid. I'm super excited to see what this movie should have been, because you guys know how passionate I am about characters like Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and the rest of the Justice League. These are literally the greatest characters of all time. So hopefully they get done justice as they should have been done justice in the first place with Zack Snyder's Justice League. So guys, now we're coming into my top 3 most anticipated superhero films of this year, and I cannot emphasize how excited I am for these upcoming movies. But coming in at number 3, we have The Eternals. This movie is going to be insane in terms of the future of Marvel. I cannot emphasize how huge this movie is going to be for the future of Marvel. Not only are they introducing the most powerful group of superheroes in the MCU with the Eternals, but they're also introducing Kit Harington's Black Knight, who's going to be a major player moving forward. I mean, in the comics, after Captain America dies and Iron Man retires, he literally becomes the leader of the Avengers. So this movie is going to be huge, but it's not even about that makes this movie so big. It's about the fact that this movie is going to cover so many different time eras in the MCU. It's going to cover the past, the present, it's going to cover so much. It's going to fill in so many blanks, and it's going to literally go back to what the roots of the MCU and how the MCU started. So this movie is going to be huge. It has a star-studded cast, the most diverse Marvel cast ever, and I'm just super excited to see what they do with this movie, because this movie reminds me a lot of Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, back when Marvel announced that they were doing a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, at that point in time, no one knew who the Guardians of the Galaxy one was. Like, no general fans. If you read the comics, you obviously knew who the Guardians of the Galaxy were, but to the general population, no one knew who the Guardians of the Galaxy were. And Marvel came out with Guardians of the Galaxy and knocked it out of the park, and now everyone knows who the Guardians of the Galaxy are. So now Marvel is once again taking another risk by introducing a completely new cast of characters into the MCU, and I cannot be more excited for their future. Now, moving on to the second to last movie on this list, we have Black Adam. You guys know how excited I am to see Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, the biggest actor in the world, come in to play a superhero movie. And it's not just about Dwayne Johnson coming in to do this project. It's about the fact that this has been a project that he has been working on for the past decade. The character of Black Adam has been with him for so long. He was cast back in 2014, but he's been working on a Black Adam movie for much longer than that. And now we're finally gonna get to see his little baby hit the big screen. And you know, one of my favorite types of characters are the characters that are so just over it that they don't even care anymore. Like John Bernthal's Punisher, like Red Hood, like the Logan we saw in Logan. Black Adam is certainly one of those characters because with the way Dwayne Johnson has described him is that he's an anti-hero. He's fighting for what he believes is right, but he's also not going to hold back. He's not going to show you any mercy. And I love that we're finally going to get to see Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in like just a role like this where he doesn't hold back, because Dwayne Johnson is known as this big nice guy, and that's exactly what he is in real life. But this ain't real life. This is Black Adam, and he's coming to take over, and I just cannot wait to see it all go down. One of those movies would be an Avengers Endgame level movie where we get to see the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe assemble. I'm talking the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, the Avengers, the Young Avengers, and seeing Captain America and Iron Man in there, man. I just don't think you could have the next Avengers Endgame and not have Steve Rogers and Iron Man there, man. It's just, that would be one of those movies. Another one would be to see another Superman movie again. You guys know Superman is my favorite character of all time. So to see another Superman movie for me, it's just like, it's a dream come true because I just care so much about that character. And then the third movie would be a movie where we get to see Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland. The three Spider-Man come together and assemble. And that's what Spider-Man 3 is looking to be if the rumors are true. I cannot confirm nor deny, but if the rumors are true, and we're going to get to see all of these versions of Spider-Man come back, then it surpasses anything else that's coming out in 2021 by a long shot. So guys, with that being said, let me know in the comment section down below, what is your most anticipated superhero movie coming out in 2021? I have another video planned where I'm going to rank my most anticipated Disney Plus shows coming out this year, because we got some awesome Disney Plus shows coming out this year, and I'm going to rank them in another video. So make sure to hit that bell notification on my channel to get notified when that video comes out. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.